No, not really. I mean, usually it's kind of faced up. It's good. I mean, good football. Defenders playing with hands and getting off blocks, and So no, I wouldn't say that. Not if guys are playing kind of pads out and playing hard.
So you guys have to be alert.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now within I think the structure of the rules now are such where they protect that, and they make it smarter where you're not cutting a defenseless player. They can get gray at times, but I think they try to help the game there a good bit.
Do you feel any different, better about the rushing attack after Isaac's game on Saturday night?
I thought the line did a really nice job of picking up movement and kind of getting things rolling. And we missed a couple things early, in the backfield, and then Isaac got going, and you could see him kind of build his confidence as he got into the third and fourth series of the game. So yeah, I was happy about that. I thought they practiced it well during the week, and we're a little slow getting started. Didn't finish quite the way we wanted to finish, but in between there started to establish that. Now we just gotta bring the other two parts.
Were you making the right mental decisions? There's going to be a physical element to it. Maybe you guys had a bit of an advantage there up front, but was everybody making the right decisions? The linemen were picking up the right blocks, and Isaac was making the right reads.
Yeah, much better. Like I said, we started a little bit slow, and then we had a couple chances there in the end to finish things off, and we didn't. So you'd like to see those two things. You'd like to see it start a little bit faster, and just finish the game off when you got the ball in your hands. So we got to get better at those two aspects.
You're probably looking for more of a 60 or 65% completion percentage from your quarterback. What has kept the percentage down the last few weeks?
Well, you know what? I think a lot of it there's a lot of things that go into it. I thought he's trying to work hard to get the ball out when he needs to. And I think we're trying to be smart at utilize the protections and using protections the best fit. And so just the comfort level with those. Some of the stuff was a little newer, but Tommy's doing what you want him to do. He's coming along and he's working at it, and he's going to be fine.
What do you see from Navy's defense? Do they do things a little weird or different? They sometimes have some undersized guys up there.
Yeah, well, they're not too undersized. They got nice size across the front. They're big down the middle, and they're going to be a 3-4 team, and it's kind of neat. They're going to line up and play it. It'll be interesting. They'll have some things here or there, but they got a nice pressure package that they work off of it, and the kids understand it, and they let their guys play. They're disciplined and they're physical, and appreciate that. Seeing it on the film, seeing what they do. We just got to go out and execute. It's going to be, they're going to line up, and so you got confidence in lining up and knowing what you're going to see, but you got to execute it and make it work.
I know coaches don't like to make excuses, but you did lose 3 starters from their offense last week. That has to make somewhat of a difference.
Yeah, you in us?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I was excited for the guys that had a chance to step into roles, and you know what? I thought, every day these guys have a chance to earn a role, and you see guys step up like probably Kevin Weatherspoon's the best example. Before he ever does anything on the field, he probably did it 10 times in practice. And you love that about him. He works and he earns opportunities because of it. And so that's what the challenge is every week. That's what the challenge was today and tomorrow. And we keep putting it on those guys to, I stole a quote. It was up. Coach Chris put it up, and it was Willie Mays. It was like, in sports, if you can be good, it's easy to be good from time to time. It's difficulty lies in being good every day. And as for those guys, it's difficulty, and can you be consistent? Can every rep, can you be the best you? And that's our battle right now, and they got to value it first, which I think they're getting to, and then to make that reality, the detail of the play, the execution. So we're plugging at it.
What do you mean by value it? It has to be important to them is what you're talking about?
Yeah, there's no question it's important, but how is it important when it's your 18th rep of scout team out there, you've just taken 12 in a row, you're dead tired, you got to see, you know what I mean? It's like, are you putting yourself in the moment every time? Regardless of the situation. The toughness is when it's easy to do it when everything lines up perfect and there it is. When it's a difficult look, or it's a harder block, or a better player, you know, can you still execute at those times? Or again, when it is your maybe 10th rep in a row. So value it, and then regardless of what's happening to you, regardless of what's affecting you on that given play, can you execute? Can you get it done? So that's what we're chipping at.
How was the health of your team today?
Pretty good. You know, I think the guys that were out are working their tails off to get back and get healthy. You know, and I know Coach Chris kind of addresses all that, but I like the way those guys are trying to get back on the field.
Vanessa played some wide receiver on Saturday. Is that something that we're only going to see strictly when you have an injury, or do you think that he can do more of that?
You know what? He's kind of been doing that all along. You know, and so I think there'll be certain games where you feel like he can, you know, create some matchups out there, and there'll be certain times when you'll see him in tight again, and you know, try to balance that out, try to put him in the best spots.
Where do you think his strengths lie? More as a tight end or more as a wide receiver, or does it matter?
That's, I think, what his strength is right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he could kind of blend and do either one, and the personnel group could get a little gray, and you know what I mean? And that's where you try to utilize him to his strength. But he can make plays, you know, and you like him in that role, you know, with a chance to make plays in the game.
So he tests your imagination then, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's fun to work with, and he's like I said, he's coming along. And then you gotta be careful you don't make it so broad that you're losing detail, you know. So we try to tie it down each week, and you know, make sure he feels confident with what he's doing.
Joe, thanks.